Good morning. It's a beautiful day here today. Today is October the 18th. It's a Wednesday in 2017. I just went for a run with the dogs in our field next door, and I'm feeling fantastic. The sun is shining and it's just gorgeous. The grass was wet, but I had my boots on. So it was very fun. Anyway, I woke up really early this morning thinking about things. I guess my mind starts as soon as my body wakes up. And what I was thinking of this morning was just wondering, don't you feel like there's more out of life, that you can get more out of life than what you have? Like something more. If you are a wife, if you are a mother, you already know pretty much what your purpose is in the beginning. But I'm wondering, is that really all there is to it? I'll just tell you a few things about myself. I have 10 children, and we homeschooled, and I made all my food from scratch. We didn't buy pre-made foods. I spent years making my own bread with fresh ground wheat that we bought, the white wheat we bought for years. And these things take a lot of time to do these things. So really, I didn't have a whole lot of time to spend outside of the family anyway. But here's one thing I learned about the way that we are. When I had one child, my first child, I felt like I was pretty busy. I had a lot to do. I mean, it covered all the bases. I felt like I didn't have much spare time. Then I had another, and it was the same thing. And then I had another, and it continually was the same thing. It did get a little bit more intense when I had 4 children and then 5 children. But my capabilities changed with the amount of children that I had. So here's what I have to suggest to you all who are mothers of children and they're young and they're still at home. Enjoy every minute with them. Spend time with them. But I'm wondering if being with them entirely, and that's all you do, focusing on them, is good for them, and is it good for you? It doesn't stretch you at all. When we moved into the home where I lost my health, we only were there for 3 years. I had a beautiful opportunity to minister to the lady next door. She was a wonderful, godly woman. She was the deacon's wife of the church where we went to. I was looking so much forward to being a help to her. She had diabetes, and she had a leg amputated already, and she didn't get around much. She never went upstairs anymore, and she ended up the last little bit before they moved from that home to a more easier home for her, because they lived in a split level. She basically stayed in her chair all day, and I was just looking forward to just going there and just doing things for her. But I had a restriction placed upon me by my husband that I had to have everything in perfect order, and there was nothing needing to be done, or I couldn't go minister to my next door neighbor. Now, I don't have very many regrets in my life, because I have always focused on the task at hand and done everything with all my might. That's what the Bible tells us to do. That's what I did. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might. And that's what I did. So I didn't have regrets in many other areas. I had failures. I'm not saying they weren't failures, but I didn't have regrets except for that. That's definitely a huge regret. I missed out on being able to minister to that woman next door. I missed it completely. Never, ever able to lift her burdens. And I feel like that was very, selfish. Cloistered, surrounded with your own 4 walls and not reaching out to anyone else in need. If you look around you, you're going to find people that need you. People who are hopeless and disappointed and sad. People who have had horrible childhoods. Maybe you've had one that you could share with them. People who have difficult times. They face tragedies and sorrows and sadnesses that they cannot feel like they can share. And you're there happily focused on your children and your family. And that's important. I'm not saying it's not important. But what about everybody else? This is why, I mean, it took so much for me to just like break out of this mold. But I came to that point in my life, and I became single, that I needed to have something that would actually, hi Josh and Jana, I had to find something that would help me with the finances. It was a necessity. So either I was going to work outside the home, which I didn't have the strength to do because I was so weak and sick still, or I'd find a work-at-home business. I prayed for an entire year. I prayed for an entire year, and I looked into every opportunity that was given to me, and I didn't find anything, nothing that was worthwhile, because I was an editor. I think I got some brains knocked out of me in my accident. I'm not as good at that as I used to be. But I would have to like just completely surround myself with nobody. Nobody could be interrupting me if I'm going to get editing a book. And I'm with my children in the same house, but they can't access me. I didn't want to do that. It wasn't fair to them. They needed me. So I didn't know what to do. And then God gave me this network marketing job. And it did come from Him. And it's a perfect gift. Some of you have some prejudices against network marketing. I know I did. I know what mine were. I know what some others are. And some of them, many of them are unfounded. Some of them are not. Like, you do have to talk to people. This is a good thing, though. I am talking to you right now, and I wouldn't be if I wasn't pressed to do this. So I don't know. It's hard to explain it. I really am fumbling over my own words when I'm trying to share with you today. I love the fact that I need to do this because I need to do this financially, because I need to do this as my ministry. I need to reach out to you. I need to make you realize how important you are and how perfect you are and how you are purposed to do something for the kingdom of God. I believe that with all my heart. You have your own capabilities, you have your own background, you have your own weaknesses, and everything that you have is perfectly geared to reach to other people. This is what I want you to do. To reach out to everybody else, to reach out to somebody, even if it's just one person, but to reach out to more people if you can. I would urge you to do that, to reach out of your comfort zone, to reach out to other people, to make friends, to smile at that lady that you see at the grocery store who has 3 or 4 or 5 children tagging after her, and they're all screaming and creating a ruckus in the store. Well, what do you think she feels like? Maybe she needs some help. I mean, these things are things we can do. We should reach out to people and help their life be a little bit better. And that's what I would encourage you to do. This is one of the reasons why I found network marketing to be so ideal. It's not the money, it's the influence, it's the helping hand, it's the love and outpouring of compassion I can have for others who need that. How confined is our thinking to keep that compassion within our own 4 walls? First is our family, always first, but not limited to that. Okay, have a great day. Bye.